half threes a game, we made 15. That's 30 points, and what did we beat them by? 30 points. I mean, obviously, we shoot a high percentage of threes, so probably we should shoot more, but, you know, I just like layups and dunks better than threes. And so we want to get to the rim, and today we shot well. I'll tell you who I thought, Michael in the first half was ridiculous, but I thought Deron Lamb was unbelievable in this floor game, how he defended pick and roll. Darius, you know, was just tremendous, obviously. And I like the fact that other guys were willing to step back to let Darius and Eloy have their day. You know, Anthony Davis, I mean, he could have gone out. He just, you know, got a good team. Kyle Wilshire was really good today.
John, could you just talk a little bit about the pregame, about, I guess, your decision to have your wife, Orlando's wife, go out with Eloy, and kind of what went into that thinking, what he was maybe going to, because his mom couldn't be here?
Ellen's done that a few different times. If we've had players that, you know, families couldn't get there or whatever, Ellen has done it, and Orlando and Dana are really close to Eloy, so we just said, why don't they both do it? And so I just wanted him to have a couple people out there with him, but, you know, his mother couldn't get here. She's in the Dominican Republic, so it was hard for her. But and again, I felt bad for him because I haven't played him a whole lot. Probably not being fair, but I'm trying to work in Kyle, and there's only so many minutes. But what happened was he got tired. I mean, he did. He missed shots that he wouldn't miss. He would have dunked them, but. And I said, I'm not even mad at you because, guys, he hadn't played enough, and he tried. It was funny. At 11:20 the other night, he was in the conditioning because he knew. It's hard to stay in great shape when you're not playing that much. So, but he did fine. He did fine. Great teammate.
Cal, have you ever had, in all your years of coaching, a team that made 6 consecutive threes on 6 consecutive possessions, and it was 7 of 8 in that stretch in the second half?
I don't know, but I've had some pretty good basketball teams, so maybe. I've had some pretty good shooting teams, so it might have been that. But you know, what this team is doing is they're playing together. Again, 16 assists, only 8 turnovers. We're back to where we were a year ago at this time with a totally new team, freshmen and sophomores and Darius, and we're not turning it over. And think of the turnovers we had. Terrence threw one into this first row, and Marcus threw a lazy pass to the wing where they got a layup deep. That's 2 of them, and that's in the last part of the game. Short of that, we had 6 turnovers. Are you kidding me? As fast as we're playing, as much as we're attacking, you know, they're making easy plays.
John Michaels struggled a little bit from the perimeter, but not tonight. You seem to find that. Was there something you've been working on? How do you account for
He works every day, and you know, I told him at some point, if you miss a shot, you better quit looking over at me. Just play. You're not. What my question to him again? This was yesterday. What do you do to help us win when you're not scoring? Well, you all know what Michael does. He didn't have to score a basket, Anthony, but I'm asking them all, what do you do when you're not making baskets and you're not scoring to help us win? Because there's going to be games that you're not making shots, so you got to make sure you're doing other things. And tonight, I thought we defended well. They didn't shoot particularly well. I think that, you know, coming off that good shooting performance they had against Florida, I was a little bit thinking they'd come in here and do it again, but they didn't make shots, which is why we had the margin we had.
Got 1 regular season game left, Coach. After tonight's performance, do you feel like this team is ready for the postseason, and is this maybe the best game they've played all season?
We've had some really, you know, South Carolina, we had a couple of really good games this year. The biggest thing is we hadn't had any duds. And normally you go through a season, you're going to have 2 or 3 duds, and you hope they're against teams you can win anyway. So, you know, we go to Florida, it's going to be a really hard game. It'll be a sold-out arena. They're going to be going crazy down there. You know, my thing is, look, let's just make it hard for them and see what happens. And then we go down to New Orleans, and again, you know, I'm not a big tournament guy. I don't like tournaments. Before the NCAA tournament, I don't like 3 games in a row. But guess what? We'll be there with bells on and ready to go. But you know what? Tomorrow we're going to do film and individual work, and then we'll practice Saturday before we get on the plane and go to Florida.
Cal, what did you think about, just was it satisfying for you to see Darius play so well in his last game here?
Well, and I'm trying to get Dwayne to find out, where does he rank in wins as a player here? Where does he rank in like home wins? Does any other player here that played have, in the modern era, 50 straight home wins like he has? Think of what he's done, along with scoring, along with rebounding. How many NBA players has he played with in his time here? Incredible stuff, incredible career. And he did it by sacrificing some of his games so the team could step forward, doing things that he needed to do, and he grew each year. Now, we do what we're supposed to, and he continues to go. He's going to have the opportunities he wanted. He's going to be able to chase his own dreams, but he's a great teammate, and the guys here stepped back so he could have a big day, which is neat too.